Yo, welcome everyone. How's it going? It's the last day of Prove Your Skill tournaments. It's the fourth one, day 2 for spring season 2023. Hope you guys are all excited. I need to move my mic a little closer. Sorry if you guys couldn't hear me too well. But yes, welcome to last day qualifiers. Prove Your Skill number 4 about to conclude today, and we will be finishing up with top 8. If you give me one moment, I can go ahead and pull all of that up, because I accidentally pulled up the wrong Prove Your Skill. I pulled up PYS 3 on the website. So let's see. Come on. Okay, there you go. Prove Your Skill 4. You'll be watching the 4th bracket, so right now there are 16 teams in the second day, split into 4 brackets of 4 teams each. We'll be watching bracket number 4. I will go ahead and show all of them to you though. So here is the group number 1. The final 16 teams are Joker, MPs, Honda, and Onepex. Group 2 we have Nox, Origin, Straight, and INHO. Group 3, we have Apex, Divinity, VG, and Elevate. I think this should be an easy win for Apex, relatively speaking. I think they've got the easiest bracket. Group 4, Reggie, Hated, 4L, and SLG. So this is going to be a competitive one in my opinion. And so this is the one that I asked to stream, and I was lucky enough to land it. So very happy about that. So we will be watching SLG. They will be starting off against 4L. Those are 2 high-level clans. They're both in top 5, I believe, right now in terms of points. But we will see how well they do. And then I also here have the current leaderboards in terms of top 8, 16, etc. So in first we have Joker, of course, with 4L right behind them, just a little bit lower on the win rate. But they both have the same amount of cups. Then Apex and Origin with the same amount of cups. SLG, Honda, Reggie, and Straight, and you can't see their scores. Let me move myself just a little bit here. I'm just gonna, or I'll just do this so you can see them a little better. So the teams that are on the chopping block right now, Reggie having 22,000 and Straight having 20,000. As if we move to 9th place, Elevate has 19,000, so they are 1,000 points behind Straight, and they are about 3,000 points? No, 2,000. Yeah, 3,000 points behind. Was that Reggie who was in 7th? I already forgot. Yeah, Reggie in 7th with 22, and then Elev with 19. So they're fighting to get into top 8. It'll be a tricky one for them. Reggie is in our group, so we'll be seeing how well they perform. Also in the running, INHO, VG, who they will likely struggle a little bit just because they've got a lot less points. INHO is 3,000 off just from top 8. But this is how top 16 is looking right now. Really close behind in 17th place is Onepex, and they did make it today along with MPs. So Onepex is realistically the only clan that can fight for top 16. They've got 11,000 points, and Divinity does as well. So if Onepex outperforms Divinity, that would be good for them. But I believe, did any of these teams just not make it today? Is Moonman even in today? Because if Moonman is not in today, Onepex might be in guaranteed. Accidentally pulled that up. I'll pull that off screen. And let's see. Pull up the scoring. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, there we go. So PYS number 4, you can see the minimum amount of points that someone's getting is 885. And if you just get 3rd place in your group, 1,700, 3,500, 7K. So looking good for Onepex. They're going to get 800 points at least, which will put them around this level. And the question is if... I don't think MM made the second day, did they? Is MM in here? No. So MM could fall out of top 16. Did... I know Divinity did, Hated did. Did INQ make today? INQ did not make today either. So, Divinity and Elevate, or Divinity Onepex could move in and MM might move out. I think INQ is safe. I think MM is at risk of dropping out here if OnePex does well. And OnePex is in Group 1. They'll have a tough time, but if they beat MPs at least and get third, that'll be how many points? That'll be 1,700. Is that enough to put them over MM? 1,768 plus whatever they have. I'm going to do that math real quick, actually. I'll just do it on screen. I don't really care. So 11,114 plus 1,768, 12,882. Is that the right number? 1,768 plus 11,114. So yeah, 12,882. Is that higher than MM? Yes. So if OnePex gets third, they will make top 16 over MM. So unfortunate for them. So that's a big oof. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch now to the just chatting scene as I got my invite. So, oh, never mind. I can actually switch straight to the icons here. I gotta swap the teams though. So I have SLG on the left, but it should be 4L on the left. Sorry, that was my Windows thing. There we go. Here we are, y'all. 4L SLG will be the first set that we're watching today. This is just a best of 3. So only 3 games maximum. First map going to be Alpenstadt here. So I'm excited to see these two teams compete. I don't know if they've seen each other yet, these qualifiers. Most of the top level teams have not been fighting each other. The exception of Ponda always getting in Joker's bracket, which they did again today. So every single day too, Ponda has landed Joker in their bracket. So that's really hurts for them. Today spring is over. Today qualifiers for spring is over. Hey from Brazil, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's saying Lulu. Hey, well, I appreciate you coming in here today. Welcome. I'm currently streaming with a delay, so I can't see your response live, but I appreciate you stopping by. I hope that you enjoy the stream today, Joao. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I am excited to see these two teams play. Currently, 4L is in 2nd place, and SLG in 5th. But it is possible that those change, because right now the point differential between those two teams, if I go ahead and take a look, is, let's see, SLG is 26, 4L has 28. If these teams get 1st and 2nd, SLG will pass 4L if SLG wins. 4L will remain in the same place if 4L wins. But that's the overall tournament, not just this match. Remember, we've got a whole bracket to go through here. So this is just the first time that they play, but it may not be their last for today. What up, Crow? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Howdy, howdy. Let's get hyped for today. Starting off in Alpenstadt here, and we've already got some interesting lineups from both teams, to say the least. SLG running a mouse, which you don't see too often, but Alpenstadt's got a town where a mouse is viable, I would say. This is one of the maps where you do expect to see a mouse every once in a while. 4L, though, they're rocking, like, just a very few amount of tanks here. They've got 3 IS-7s, 2 Krons. Oh, they do have a 1-2-1B, so I missed that. They have a Sturv and a 1-2-1B. So they do have 4 different tanks in their lineup. SLG bringing double E5, double Sturv, a Yo, a T100, and a mouse. So they will have the light tank advantage, kind of, but that's not really an advantage when 4L has a 1-2-1B, which is a very strong tank for countering lights, as it's basically just as fast, it has super speed, and is reactive. Not sure if this 1-2-1B is running both of those things. It's very likely that he's running both of those things, but you could also fit Adrenaline in there and get rid of one of those 2 premium consumables. Anyway, here we are on Alpenstadt, and 4L immediately with a more of a commitment to the A side. SLG not quite doing that, but 7s. The team captain rocking the T100 LT, already spotting a couple tanks from 4L and sneaking in that initial shot. Some good info for his team. He's going to have to get himself out of there. He has spotted Leafy for 20 seconds, though, by hitting him with his tracer shell there. But either way, 4L is going to take the cap lead. Burby getting into the A base. And I don't think that we're going to be seeing any resets here. Where did Reaction go? He's right under me, isn't he? He's right there. He does get an HE, but they are doubling the base, so 4L will grab that. SLG finally stepping themselves onto C, but they will be behind, and that does require SLG to make a push at some point. Also, it looks like SLG is getting spotted with their push through the enemy spawn, but Rect's getting spotted as well from the 4L team. But look at the crossfire here that is now set up. Massivo taking a couple shots there. Pipe missing his. But now these 3 SLG tanks are trapped in a very tight position here. It'll be a little bit difficult for them to get themselves out. And they're kind of just, all bunched up together. And this does allow a little bit more flexibility for 4L as they start rotating right back on in, these IS-7s going low. And here they are spotted, and SLG will start to get pushed here. Burby takes a hit, doesn't actually fire his gun. But SLG's all grouped in, but look at the Kronvron from behind. SLG's going to have to push him somehow. But in comes the rest of 4L's tanks, and Massivo's taking tons of damage here. And they will have to push through somehow. What are they doing? What is the plan for SLG? Because right now they're just getting bled out. They're down nearly 3,000 hit points. Sevens is just chilling back there, but it seems like Rect is taking a few shots himself here. What is SLG's plan? Flossie coming on in to support the IS-7s as they continue to push right on through. Massivo goes down immediately. He was ammo racked, so not doing the most for his team, but again, SLG is completely caught off guard. They're not even making any attempt to support him with extra tanks. The mouse completely useless all the way on this side. And a 2-on-1 win there against the 121B is the only kill that SLG has right now. But they are down a gun, make that 2 guns, and they're down about 2,000 hit points. They do get another kill at least, but now Neiman caught out, and he's supposed to be the hit point soaking tank, but at the moment, he's just kind of taking damage, and SLG's not able to farm off of him very effectively. Just Waifu putting in the last shot here, but he goes down. Neiman still messing around with Darktronics, puts in a little bit of a ram there at the end, but not very effective. And the mouse falls. It is now Sevens and Jonathan David left against 5 4L tanks. And yeah, they're not coming back from this one, unfortunately. So definitely a massive overextension on SLG's part and a complete failure to adjust once that occurred. They were all caught on the other side of the map and didn't make any attempts to push on in and try to remedy the situation. They felt like they almost just gave up at that point. Even though things aren't terribly far away in terms of hit points, like 4L ends up with 4,800 left, which isn't like a super steamrolly amount of hit points. It's still a big win, you know, having 5 tanks left alive at the end. And definitely a bit of an underperformance there for SLG. So 4L takes game 1. Top 8 army reject. Top 8. Top 8 moves on. Game 2. Going to start in just a moment here, and the spawns do swap. SLG running a heavier lineup with their 60s and a MLE54, but 4L going to be also running a heavier lineup, bringing 2 VK72, so they're going to have plenty of alpha damage on their own side. Keeping those IS-7s, they worked very well for them. 4L with a great rotation to deal with the push that SLG tried to make with their E5s and Sturv combo. But yeah, SLG just needs to be able to rotate better to deal with that, because they were not in great positions there at all that game. And yeah, no poll because no mods are online, unfortunately. Here we go, y'all. 10 seconds left. Game number 2. Will SLG even it up? 1-1, or is 4L just gonna 2-0 him, sending to the loser side straight away? Let's find out. This time, 4L is not going to have a medium to counter 7s in the T100, so SLG will have that light tank advantage, which is useful for mobility. As we saw last game, though, extra mobility wasn't really that useful, and even though 7s won the 1v1, actually with Jonathan David Jr.'s help, so it wasn't even a one-on-one, it was more like a 2-on-1. They lost 3 tanks while beating a 2-on-1, so it didn't mean anything. 7's gonna get caught out here. Now he does spot the stirs from 4L, as well as one of the IS-7s. Doesn't get lit himself, so he can safely eject himself from the situation. Over on the other side of things, Leafy has spotted a couple tanks, spots Tommy all the way out there, spots many SLG tanks in the town here. Burby trying to sneak in a shot, Neiman also missing. SLG is going to grab C though, they're going to use their stir for that. He's just going to drive right on out. 4L is going for an immediate push here, and Tommy is very much alone here. Trying to put shots in. Jonathan David Jr. with a cross shot into Wrecked, but you've got a very aggressive opening push for 4L, and they're missing all of their shots. Somehow Tommy's only taken 1 hit so far, make that 2. But K911's getting counter pushed here from SLG, so they're going to try to take him out just as quickly as the Kronvon falls. 4L continues their push, and 7s is going to have to get himself out of there. He should be able to do so. But K911 went down. Burby should fall in a moment as well. Messivo's starting to take some damage, but the rest of SLG is right here to back him up, and 4L turning their push away from 7s, realizing that they're not going to be able to catch him. Jonathan David Jr. going to have to run away to not get pushed out by 4L, but he's kind of isolating himself a little bit further, unfortunately. Leafy going to be the next target for SLG, and Jonathan David Jr.'s job is going to have to be just to kite as long as he can, because he is going to be the next target. But Leafy is taking lots of damage, trying to pick a fight with the T100 LT here. The Sturv 60 TP coming from behind. Sturv does pick up the kill, and Jonathan David Jr. does find himself against several 4L tanks here, but he's doing a good job of kiting, and right now SLG has 2 tank advantage and about 1,500 hit points. If he can put in one more shot, that would be useful, but he doesn't. So it's a 5-on-4 right now, but SLG's got an extra tank. Neiman's full health, though. He's going to have to get himself in the battle soon. Nice jump there from just Waifu. He's going to have to put in that kill shot. Does so. Getting himself a little trapped here, but the hit points are back within 500 of each other. It's a 5-on-3, though, so extra guns in favor of SLG, but Waifu needs to back up here. Does not want to get double tapped here. And Darktronics bounces the shot that's going to allow Waifu to put in one more. SLG grabbing the B base in the meantime, and can't pen his shots. Wrecked, unfortunately, is left alone here. Gets picked off by 7s, and now it's just a 4-on-2. And while the 2 I7s were able to pick up another kill, not able to survive for much longer. Not that deep being the last tank left alive here. Neiman will be able to pick up the kill with an average roll. Does not get it, so we see the jump kill instead. They take each other out. In Game 2, SLG, we are going to see a tiebreaker the very first set. Exciting, exciting. And very nicely done. At that time, SLG, despite hanging their Kronvon for a while, I mean, 4L took a very, very long time to kill him. So IS-7's missing most of their shots, and I believe out of the 4 shots that they took at the beginning, only one of them penned. So he hung around for a while, was able to put in a couple shots of damage. Actually, Tommy only hit one himself, but I digress. While they were too busy getting 1 kill, SLG picked off 2 60 TPs in the town. And then 4L just was not able to catch the T100 LT. He rotated in, picked off the isolated E5, and then the rest is history there. But great jump kill at the end. Tiebreaker is going to be here on Rockfield, a nice symmetrical map for the tiebreaker. This one a lot smaller in terms of playable area, because as you can see in the mini map down below me, the northeast, southwest corners of the map are all unplayable. I mean, the northwest and southeast, you can occasionally boost a tank up there, but you know, that doesn't always happen. It doesn't usually happen, although I believe SLG did it in the past. They may do it again here. I don't know if they have the right spawn to do the boost that they wanted to do, that I've seen them do before. But either case, it's a smaller map, but there is still plenty of rotational opportunities. It's open in terms of you can shoot across the map relatively easily, but there's still plenty of cover to hide from it. And I think this is an interesting map, one of the better ones, just due to the way that the caps are set up. There's always interesting ways that you can grab the bases, have a little bit of a fight over B, resetting A. It can be a fun time. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, the game is about to begin here. 4L bringing 360s to IS4s and IS7 and a cron, so not a whole lot of DPM on their side, to be honest. SLG bringing a double stirb, so they've got plenty of that DPM. Also keeping the T100 LT on their team, as well as an E5, I7, and double 60, so they've got a healthy mix of that mobility and armor, with plenty of damage output in their team as well. But here we go, game number 3. This is the tiebreaker. So the winner moves on to the winner's side. Loser is not eliminated, but they go down to the loser's side where they do face elimination, because this is a double elim bracket. And SLG sending their T100 straight above C, not going to grab the base, instead just going to get right above it and see if he can spot anything. He's not going to light anyone though. K911 getting into the B base quickly. No, Sevens does put in the quick shot. Rect was pre-aiming it. No, someone shoots just waifu instead. And Sevens does sit in the C base just before K911 gets into B. So cap lead currently SLG, but no. 4L is going to be taking 2 bases, and look at how far back SLG is right now. They're not even trying to commit on the A side at all. I expected their IS7 to at least contest A, but they're not even doing that. And so SLG is just going to have 2 bases for free. Sorry, 4L is going to have 2 bases for free. They've got so many tanks set up here, and SLG is just, again, not set up yet to fight them over on the A side. Maybe they were expecting a yellow A push. K911's taking big shots, though. Jonathan David Jr. puts one in, as does Sevens, who is still situated over on the C side, but pushing a little bit more aggressively to see if he can get some spots in on a potential rotation. However, it would be unwise of him to push too far. And of course, he's aware of that. He is a top-level competitive player, formerly on the Joker team for last season, and he was a fantastic playmaker on that team. And so he knows exactly what he's doing, helping lead this team here. And Burby taking a hit. Also, the Kron Von in the rear does get spotted out, so Sevens is aware of his position. Saw the light bulb on his tank. And 4L is continuing to bleed a little bit here. However, there we go, he is spotted again. But yeah, however, they do have the base lead, and it's about to reach 700. SLG will have to make it a move at some point. And Jonathan David Jr. is in an interesting position here. Is he the one who's spotting Rect? Look at that. Creative position there, sitting in that little bush. Proxying K911 and Burby. And actually, Kaisel getting spotted. He's going to go for a little bit of a flanking play on 4L here, but takes a shot from the Kron, doesn't put his in. SLG will have to make a move, and 4L is rotating back. Sevens has bled himself out a little bit here. The SLG is significantly down on the hit points right now. Capture points about to hit 800. Kaisel misses his shot yet again, not trading effectively at all. And SLG is in the B base, sorry, in the A base. They've got 3 tanks here, and Darktronics trying to hold off a 3v1 at the moment. The rest of 4L is starting to come in here, but Masivo's taking big shots. Kaisel quite low. There's lots of low hit point tanks here. Darktronics is taking big damage, but not big enough damage, and in comes 4L. Should be able to pick up the kill in one of these tanks here. Darktronics falls, but so does Kaisel. Jonathan David Jr. trying to pick off K911, but it's 800 points here for 4L. 2 bases for SLG, about 500 hit point difference. Burby's going to stay in the B base. Oops, sorry, I'm looking away here. It's a little awkward what's going on. Just waifu going to try to kill Rect here. He should be able to do it. Seven's actually picking him up instead. It's a 4-on-3 right now. Slight hit point lead 4L, but not that deep. Is quite ISO here. And again, SLG has the base lead right now. So it's going to be very difficult for 4L to commit tanks to the battle while also at the same time fighting away the rest of SLG's tanks here. And yeah, Leafy's going to have to sit on the A base while SLG's got all of their tanks ready together. Neiman going to try to go for a reset here. No, not hitting it though. And now 4L has 2 bases. However, SLG's got 900 points faster than 4L had 800. So at the moment, SLG will still win on the cap. They're going to sit in the B base temporarily anyway. Tommy hiding behind the Rect of this IS-7 here puts a big one into Burby. He takes a couple, misses the shot, and now SLG's looking really good. They're at 970 points. They've got 2 bases, 980, 990, and they can't get any kills. SLG gonna take that one on the caps, having the extra tanks at the end and affording the opportunity to pick off kills, whereas 4L, despite having those healthy tanks, they weren't able to commit them to the fight because they had to stop the bases. And that means SLG is going to take it 2-1, despite dropping Game 1 with an extremely sloppy performance. Game 2 looked a lot better for them, and then Game 3, of course, this one clutched up in the end. Well played to SLG for taking it. They will move on to the winner's side, where we will continue to watch them, I believe. 4L on the loser's side now. And that is that. Congrats to SLG. Now I'm going to go ahead and refresh the tournament website, see how things are going, maybe some of the other sets. I'd imagine most of them are done. That one, you know, of course, going to tiebreaker probably ended a lot later than some of these other sets. So looking at the rest of the bracket right now, Joker Ponda won, no surprise. 1pex here, if they win this set, they are in top 16. If they lose this set, they are not in top 16. So that's scary for them. Actually, are they in top 16? I don't think they are in top 16 because they only get 800 points. But I don't think they're going to pass anybody. Origin beats Nox and INHO beats Straight. Ooh, that's scary for Straight. They're in 8th right now. Straight has to do well. If Nox knocks them out, pun intended. No, pun was not intended at all there. That was funny. But no. Straight could drop out of top 8 here. This could be scary for them. Am I correct? Were they 8th place? Yeah, they're 8th place. That's a big yikes for Straight. They got to clutch up. They got to clutch up. Losing to INHO hurts. Apex and Divinity are still playing. Don't know what's going on there. So that must be a tiebreaker as well, which is extremely surprising to me. Ella beats VG. Reggie and Hated still going on as well. We're not going to be watching until around 9:30 my time. Eastern time, that is. So we can go ahead and play a couple battles here. What tank do I want to run, though, is the question. Let's just run the T-54 lightweight. Flex my level 50 tank. I did want to get one of them. I don't really care a whole lot about the rank system, but I thought it'd be pretty cool if I got a level 50 of my own, so I did. What's up, Yusuf? Black Frost? Welcome, welcome. Queue times have been kind of crazy these streams lately. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I gotta turn on supremacy mode. I don't normally like doing that, but I'll go ahead and do it. It could be also the game mode that's going on right now, and a lot of people are playing that. I normally do like playing game modes when they're active, but Mad Games, personally not my jam. Here we go. We will probably not even have time for a second game, to be honest. We maybe will if this one's quick. SLG stands for. They're Brazilian. I'm not 100% sure if it's a Brazilian thing that it stands for. There's an AP MX-30. Haven't seen any of those. Obviously, I haven't played the game yet. This is my first time playing today, so that would be why I haven't seen anything. So am I going to get blind fired at is the question. No, because our prog gets lit, so... I think this is still scary, though. So our Bulldog's AFK. No, he's not AFK. But he is far back. And my team is not helping. I'll encourage them to come on. But they are not really helping too much yet. I'll put a 1 in there quickly. And there we go. Mod 1 does get himself nuked. I'm going to hold on to this position right now. What's up, Tyrannos? Yeah, Chieftain's kind of getting himself nuked as well. Hit this. No. Yeah, Chieftain's a little bit in an unsafe position. SMB as well. I'm gonna help out the Chieftain, but I'm gonna do so in a much safer way. I don't like how he's peeking the T-49 though. Yeah, he's just kind of exposing himself to several tanks here. Is this guy reloaded? No, he was. Oopsie. Not a good trade. And he's still pushing. Why are you still pushing? That's insane. At least we're picking kills. But yeah, this Chieftain was not very good. No, I'm not safe here. There, Rot could push at me. Is he going to? He's not looking at me. It's a 2-on-4. Yeah, this team's dead. Yeah, this is not a win. Unfortunately. If I can avoid exposing myself to multiple tanks, that would be good. However, he still shoots me. This guy's got the alpha to kill me. Yeah, that team sucked. Chieftain especially. No, he probably wasn't the worst. Koenig, welcome. Domo, welcome. Lone, welcome. One packs pizza and bees, yep. Exactly, I already did that math. Joan, a moment. Yeah, yeah. Jones forgot to register, and they're now out of. They're out of top 8 and 16, right? Are they still able to make top 16 or no? My guess is no. My guess is they're just screwed, which really sucks. Of course. I don't normally love going here, but I'll go here. Okay. My team's not here though. Is this worth it, buddy? I will try to make him feel bad for that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I have a backup from this T-44, but at this point I don't expect him to support me too well. And is this the same Chieftain? Oh no. Oh no, okay. I'm out. Hope the Wheezy 120 doesn't have the kill. Doesn't. This guy's a nerd. And somehow that missed. Okay. Well, T-44 is gonna die, and there's not a whole lot I could do to help him. Oh shit, this guy's gonna go for me though, isn't he? Ah, I sat in front of him. I didn't think he was looking at me. I don't know why. I'm playing not too great this second game, I won't lie to you. I think we can still win it, because we've got plenty of hit points on our team. Everyone's healthy. And they are not. The Conqueror is, apparently. But our team is struggling with the rear of a 53 TP, which is never good. No, we're fine. We win. There we go. Joker X Panda. Yeah, dude, Joker and Panda been in the same group for every PYS day too. Feels bad for them. Look at the 50 prot turret was spinning there. That was funny. Have to kill a whole season. Oh, I'm sure that their captain is or everyone is incredibly mad at their captain. Or whoever it was on the team that didn't join in time. I don't know. Either way, that sucks, and I feel bad for them. Because, you know, it's been a lot of work for this entire season, right? It's kind of crazy how, you know, they've been playing 9 days of PYS so far. Not 32, their only reachable thing. Well, I hope they win that, at least. Alright, well, we do get this dub, despite me not playing the best there. What's up, Soak? How you doing? Welcome. Hello, hello. Wait, did I get raided? No, I didn't get raided. Okay. People are recognizing each other here, so that's cool. So I thought maybe I got a raid, but hello, everyone. Awesome stuff. All right, we got our invite, so that means I gotta hide the screen. And it looks like Reggie were the winners of the set that was outside of our group. So Reggie beat Hated. So I will go ahead and get that overlay set up. Please work. I hate getting the Windows noise, because I'm sure it bothers y'all. It probably really annoys you guys, so I'm sorry about that. I really don't know why it works sometimes and doesn't. Chariot's in here. What's up, Chariot? Howdy. Hello, hello. Alright, let's take a look at how everyone did, by the way, because these weren't finished when I was done looking at it, so looks like One-Pex MP is still fighting. Straight Knock still going on. Apex lost a game to Divinity, but they came out on top. That would be really bad if they lost to Divinity, man. Apex has the easiest bracket of any top-level team today. And Reggie beats Hated 2-1. Hey, Kenny, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sorry to keep things muted for the tournament streams, but welcome, welcome. Okay, that was concerning. That was mostly what I cared about because... Yikes. Apex should not be losing these games. That's the second day in a row that they've lost to a team that they shouldn't have. Yesterday they lost to VU, and today, Divinity. Props to Divinity for taking a game, but on Apex's side... Ooh, shoot. I showed things a little early. My fault. I changed to the wrong thing. I thought I was changing to just chatting. Hopefully not a big deal that it flashed for just a second. Oopsie daisy, though. My fault. Here we go. Now we can show things just fine. I'm going to wait a little bit of extra time, though, to compensate for that. I clicked on the wrong button. So I have my chatting scene right next to my, to this scene, and I thought I clicked on the chatting one. So, oopsie daisy. But yes, again, I do have my alerts muted for these tournament streams, so they don't distract me, but I do appreciate your joining today. Was the people off the clan already? Yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. Alright, we'll go ahead and join now. So here we are, Reggie versus SLG. And both of these teams are, of course, competing for top 8. And this team has 3 top 8. This bracket has 3 top 8 teams in it, which is why I asked to stream it, and I was lucky enough to be accepted into it. But this is going to be a best of 5, y'all, as the rest of this set will be. Or the rest of the sets today will be, I should say. So 2 Sturves on either team. Reggie running a lot of Krons, though. 3 Krons, or is SLG running 360s, but SLG's got an interesting tank. They've got a Leopard 1. Leopard 1 in the lineup with the T100, so having lots of mobility over Reggie right now. I'm curious to see where they will put it on Vineyards. Vineyards isn't really a map where you think of sniping, but entirely possible, of course, to use many tanks in competitive, and the Leopard's got a great gun, one of the best in tier 10. Also looks like you can see my dog on the webcam here. Normally she doesn't show up, but she is showing up a little bit on the green screen. Let me see if I can pull her up. It'll show her very well. Hey, come here. Come here. Ugh. Here she is. Dog has made a surprise appearance. Oh, and it appears she has ruined my game. I got disconnected from the server. Uh-oh. Let's go back to my just chatting scene really quickly, as I have the doggy on my lap. And it kind of cuts her off a little bit. Say hello. This is my big baby. Thank you for making an appearance. She has not made an appearance in a while. Okay, we're good, y'all. We're good. We are logging in. I don't know what happened there. Game kicked me out. That was probably their way of being mad at me for accidentally leaking the teams. I only leaked them a few seconds before the battle would have started anyway, so I don't really see it making a big difference. Neither team made any adjustments to their lineup, so I am not concerned. But I did make that mistake, so my fault. Saw you streaming in Koenig's awesome. That's awesome. Well, glad that y'all know each other and can connect in the chat. I wish that I could interact with y'all in real time today. Unfortunately, because I do these tournament streams, there is a 3-minute delay, so I'm reading your message 3 minutes after it comes, but it's good to see y'all in here. Also, what's up, Spit? Spit, how did your team lose a game to Divinity? I'm curious. Anyway, I should be focusing on this one. I want to see what this Leopard is doing. He's going town in the Leopard. I'm sure that Reggie's very confused as to why they're seeing a Leopard in competitive play. They get in the B base, but SLG with a quicker A grab with their Sturv. Going for a blind shot from Matchstick. But Crayola getting spotted. Ooh, Jonathan David Jr. using a sneaky little bush spot here for a quick one into Crayola. Kronvon getting spotted out, so it looks like Reggie wants to put their Kronvons in the middle here in the encounter cap area. Ooh, Jonathan David Jr. takes a quick one from Matchstick, who gets spotted. So, yeah, Kron's kind of holding through the middle area, which is a strong place, of course, to have them. It's a really nice hull down position to take, and yeah, they can just hold, and it's very difficult to push Krons with those massive clips. Reggie a little bit spread out, and Mage is very far forward in his IS-7, but Seal and Bronx are behind him, with Gentleman able to rotate in as necessary, but SLG mostly fallen away from the A base. They're going to put their T100 into C. And Reggie's not going to go for a reset here. Red Star looks like maybe he was lining up something, but Waifu takes a big one from Mage, and he's just going to get himself out of there. SLG has already bled a lot. They are down 2,500 hit points, and we're just a minute and a half in. And they've given up A base. Given it up entirely, and Reggie not entirely sure if they want to take it yet, or if SLG's got a trick up their sleeves or what. Looks like they're not really ready to commit yet, but Sevens is going immediately right into Matchstick, but taking huge shots from Reggie, and who's going to go down extremely quickly. Definitely an overextension on his part, and they're just going to put another tank in the mix as well. And Jonathan David Jr. not taking the damage himself. Reggie did not respond to him, but I mean, they sent Sevens in way too quickly. SLG was clearly not ready to do it. And yes, they will likely pick off Matchstick here, but Reggie's coming right around in with those Kronvons, and SLG needs to push in here. They will do so. Only slowly. Look at their tanks. They're all in different areas. Masivo, Waifu, Neiman, Tommy, all far away from each other. And Gentleman does get bled out significantly after the push, and SLG's actually, they brought the hit points back. What? SLG is within a couple hundred hit points of Reggie. But these double Krons are absolutely going to be very strong at, of course, oppressing SLG in their rotation out, but the Leopard's already gone. Leopard is already rotated away, and yeah, Reggie's just going to fall off. They're not going to push their advantage. They had 2,400 damage available in those clips, and they didn't use it. Tommy putting a big one into Crayola. He's going to take some damage in return, though. In comes SLG's tank, but somehow SLG's actually brought themselves back in it, taking the hit point lead briefly. Waifu's gonna get pushed out by Mage and Seal, but Jonathan David Jr. gonna come on in for his own play. No, he's getting caught by Dubronx. What's going on this side? Gentleman, Crayolas turning around here for Kaisel, but that means they hang out Red Star. Just Waifu getting picked off there in the stirve. Jonathan David Jr. finding himself against 3 tanks from Reggie. That should mean an opportunity here for SLG, but they're taking a while, and 950 points for Reggie. Leopard gets into the base, into the A base. Jonathan David Jr. gets traded here, but the A base is left unguarded. And so that means that SLG is going to drop this game most likely. Yep, 1,000 points as the kill goes down, and huge overextension on their part. And this is the second time where SLG Game 1 go overly aggressive and just are not able to capitalize off of it. They sent in their tanks eventually and brought it back for a while, but positionally they were just way down. Reggie had a great counter push through the A base, where SLG only sent 1 tank back to defend the base against 2 from Reggie, and that just failed. And then they sent Jonathan David Jr., but it was way too late. It felt like they just, like twice this game, SLG just sent 1 tank at a time to do the dirty work, and it just didn't work out. You need to be going in as a team, and they definitely did not do that. Nice dog. Oh, thank you, yes. She normally does not make an appearance. Normally she hides under my desk here. She likes the floor, but I'm glad that she showed up. I was afraid that she wouldn't show on the camera and it would just filter her out. But yes, she is great. She's 7 years old. SLG is going to keep the Leopard game too. I think the Leopard wasn't even a bad tank that game, to be honest with you. They just, Sevens just threw the game, to be fully honest with you. Except Ramirez. External. Oh, External got ammo wrecked on the loss. Okay, there you go. Full health ammo wreck on the loss. Understandable. So yeah, for the Apex loss that I was kind of memeing about, apparently they got a full health ammo wreck, so that explains it. Well, anyway, game number 2 here. This is a best of 5 right now, so SLG, while they're down, they're not like on the verge of being sent to the loser side quite yet here. Again, they're keeping the Leopard, keeping the double stirve. And Reggie getting rid of one of their Crons. They're still gonna have 2 of them and 2 stirves themselves, 3 E5s. So keeping it very simple with their tanks. But SLG's still going to have that mobility advantage for sure. And how will they utilize it for game 2 here? Here we go. Game 2, Reggie and SLG. After Vineyards, the map will swap, so we're going to be seeing a different map for games 3 and 4 if it comes to game 4. Sevens with an opening spot on several tanks. Going to fall back. Base advantage will go to SLG. They grab B base before Reggie even steps onto A. Also going to grab C as well. No response from Reggie. They're fully committed here, pushing actually right under the bridge here, so very aggressive play from them. They're going to go ahead and face direct opposition for SLG though. Kaisel trying to get a corner position, but absolutely getting himself put out there. Overextension on his part this time, and once again SLG just unnecessary bleeds here. They've done a good job of pushing Reggie back, though. They try to go in for the push, failing to make much of an advance. And now, Sivo going to put in a big shot on the side. No, he's actually going to be the target for Reggie. And is SLG ready to deal with it? Leopard could be ready to turn around. No, he's going to start pushing on in. No, side one on Gizmo there. Big shot into him. SLG could respond quickly here, though. They've got several low hit point tanks on Reggie's side. They're up by over 4,000 hit points almost. And yep, here we go. SLG is going to respond. Kill on Gizmo. Crayola is quite low. And the Kronvon's all the way in the back. A Gentleman still hanging out in the rear, but not quite enough. effectiveness in this battle. He's just shooting from behind, but that means, of course, going to be limited the amount of shots he can put out. Matchstick getting pushed out over here, and Kaisel. The Sturves are going to have a little bit of a fun fest right there, but Gentleman falls. Seal going to try to put in damage, but it's too late for him. Waifu is basically full health, and this is just slaughter right here. Finally, a single kill from Reggie, the last tank left alive, able to pick off Neiman. Before going down here, they've got all the bases. Not even going to be able to kill him in time just because the caps reach 1,000, but clean game 2 for SLG. Yo, what's up, Speedum? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you in here. Welcome, welcome. Currently streaming a competitive set between Reggie and SLG right now, so if you enjoy watching competitive play, this is the place for you. So welcome. Come on in and hope that you enjoy the stream. Currently I'm streaming with a delay, so if you're wondering why it's taking me a long time to respond to your message, that's why. Anyway, game 2 there, that was a clean one from SLG. Reggie went overly aggressive and it didn't quite work out. SLG fully prepared for it to meet them on the B hill. And of course, having that mobility advantage, Sevens was able to grab C in the town, put extra pressure on Reggie to push through, and they just weren't able to make it work. Kronvans in the rear got nice bleeds onto Kaisel, but it wasn't quite enough. Oh my goodness. So the map now is Castilla, by the way. Castilla is the map for game 3. And look at SLG's lineup. Their Leopard, it worked well for them last game, but they are fully committing to that mobility advantage for this one. I am very curious to see what they do here. I love Castilla. Castilla's a fun one to watch competitive sets. But what is this? I have no idea what this is. What? 4 T100s, a Batchat, a Leopard, and a Sturf. So they're going hypermobile, pure damage output, pure glass cannon. A Reggie with their armor. Going to be... they're going to be in shock when they see that lineup. That's all I'm going to say about that. But SLG has the north spawn, so better for camping. I wonder what they're going to do with all those tanks, though. Maybe like a couple boosts? I don't know what the plan could be. You don't need other lights to do boosts on this map. This is a self-boosting spawn. Yeah, this will be interesting. Yeah, all the homies are in chat today. Let's go. Crow Chariot, Soak, Eggy, Uji Tanko, Boring Pickle. Some new faces as well. Always good to see some new faces. Hope that you are enjoying. So yeah, the lineup is here, and I am curious to see what they're going to do. Masivo looking like maybe he's going for a self-boost. Going to be rocking the speed boost. See if he can get up there. Does he do it? No, Masivu failing the self-boost. Oh, that's not good for SLG's strat, I'm sure. Failing it in the competitive game. I'm sure he's been practicing that, but not able to pull it off here. Tommy and Neiman both going up to Kempi spot here. Seven's going to spot the seaside. But look at Reggie. They've got their own lineup here on south. Oreo getting spotted, actually, before anyone else. Actually takes the shot from Neiman. Cross map. But the rest of their team. So Dubronk's camping in the Kron. Seal. Ooh, uh-oh. Jonathan Dave is going to proxy these tanks. He's going to take one, though. So quick response there from Crayola. Good shot in, but Seal takes one as well. This is an easy tank for Reggie to push if it comes down to it. Leopard extremely soft. So Jonathan David Jr. running as far as he can quickly. A good response. And SLG, despite not doing very well on terms of initial hit points. Ooh, wait, hold on. Seven gets spotted grabbing C. He grabs it safely, though. Bronx missing the shot, so SLG actually does have the cap lead. I didn't quite notice that he stepped into the cap, but that is a scary thing to do. Especially when he gets spotted as well, but he grabbed the base. And what I was going to say is SLG, despite starting off with a lot less hit points due to their tank lineup, is actually putting a decent amount of bleeds right now. Looks like Reggie's going for some blind shots, but the Sturv not going to take any damage. Playing wisely. And interesting here, Masivo's going to go for the self-boost the second time around. Will he get it now? Brother, come on. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Man failed the boost not once, but twice. 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 Come on. I'm sure his team is memeing him right now. Or maybe they're going to pick someone else to do it. This will be interesting. But, I mean, Reggie shouldn't have a difficult time pushing at some point, right? It's easy to pick off kills in T100s if you're just able to isolate the target. However, of course, that's easier said than done, especially on a map like this where it's super open and campy. And if you spot somebody, you know, it's very easy to just, like, run away, right? Some bleeds are going in still. Gentleman took a hit, Seal took a hit. Gentleman takes another. He's going to step into B. Keisel putting another one in. No, he's actually not going into B. He's going under B with the IS-7. And Jonathan David Jr. spotted, but more bleeds. Oh my goodness. Reggie's about to make up that hit point differential immediately. And Masivo still not able to get in that boosted spot. I was just curious to see it. And Reggie finally takes the B base, but it's very late. And SLG is already up by over 200 plus points. As long as they have C base covered, SLG is fine. Reggie not really having an ability to rotate though, but oh my goodness, what is Jonathan David Jr. doing? Took some massive damage, maybe went for a bit of an extensive peek there. He got deleted as soon as he looked into the B base. Was definitely not worth it there, and all of the work that SLG just did into getting a hit point advantage is gone instantly. And he's dead. He's dead. Not a great play there from Jonathan David Jr., also known as De Silva. And SLG will start to get bleeds in, but I mean, Reggie just has the hit points. That's the thing. They've got hit points, they've got heavy tanks, they've got armor. Now Keisel's isolated. Tommy gets spotted. He's going to get picked off momentarily. And Dubronk's getting farmed out right now. But Keisel is going to fall here in just a moment. Question is, will he be able to pick off this kill and Dubronk's first? 360 hit points. Yes, he rolls high, but Tommy falls up top. SLG grabbed the A base, though. Oh my goodness, I'm flying way outside of the map. Keisel's still alive, though. Seal's stopping C. I need to get in here. But no, okay, he finally falls to Oreo. Now, what is the game plan for SLG? They're down 2 tanks. They have the base lead, but they're not going to have it for long. Matchsticks should be getting constantly spotted, though, from T100 LT Mechanic. Seven's putting in damage. I mean, he got lit himself. Yeah, Matchstick is not going to be able to get unspotted here. He's just going to simply have to drive away. Oreo could try to make a play on Sevens, but they're similar in hit points. Waifu getting on B. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, Waifu's dead. Oh, Waifu is dead. Why would you get on B there? You have 2 bases. You're going to win on points. Trying to get the kill on Crayola, but just goes down. It's now a 3-on-6. Sevens is getting pushed out by Oreo. And this is not looking good for him. Gonna have to do some crazy light tank 1v1 stuff here. And Sevens is a great player, but even that's a little bit too much of a tall order. SLG is doing well on caps, but he misses that shot. Oreo gets the kill. It's a 2-on-6 now. They're both pretty healthy tanks. All of Reggie's quite low. Will Neiman be able to cross on his hit points? Yes, he will. Masivo takes 1 hit. But the bases are actually looking really good for SLG. And Star is going to get on the C base, but is it going to be enough? Yes, it should be enough, actually. Reggie is fine as long as they don't lose a tank. If they lose a tank, then it could be bad. And SLG is going to try their best to get a kill here. They've spotted them here. 1 shot goes into Matchstick. Neiman lit. Masivo trying to go all the way around. They need to stop a base. Because Reggie hit 800 before SLG hit 900. So right now, Reggie is winning on the bases. And yep, that's exactly what SLG is going to come on and do. This is going to come right on down to the last wire. Masivo and Neiman, they're taking their time. You don't have a lot of time. Are they just going to get onto B, try to sneak their way into B? Yes, that may be what they do. Yes, Masivo grabbing. Come on, get into B. Don't mess up the driving. They do it. They're in B. And Reggie, are they ready to respond? Shots are going in. They're going to have to cover each other really well here. Get ready for a push. And if they double tap somebody, oh my goodness. They gets the kill. SLG clutches the 2-on-6. 2-on-6. for SLG. Holy cow. The 5 light tanks and a leopard able to take the game over Reggie. That is absolutely insane. After the near throw with the bat chat on B, no idea what SLG was thinking there. They were able to clutch. That is absolutely crazy. I am so incredibly impressed with that right now. That was so fun to watch. Wow. How did they do that? SLG, well, they had the early advantage. I mean, there were multiple instances where they just did not perform well. First of all, failing the self-boost twice, by the way. I have to bring it back out, by the way. The dunce cap is going right back out onto Masivo. You cannot be missing the self-boost. That's important. I'm sure you've practiced it, right? Come on. You have to hit the boosts. If I had another one, I'd put it on the bat chat player, but I only have one, and Masivo earned it. But come on. So 2 self-boost mists. The leopard with those immediate bleeds on the B base, and then the bat chat on the B base, and still SLG won that, having such a negative hit point differential. Wow, what a game. What a game. What a game. Anyway, spawns will swap. Now Reggie has the north spawn. They will have 2 light tanks of their own. Now they're likely going for that self boost, I'm sure of it. They may even have to take a second tank just to make sure that they hit it, because come on, SLG. But yeah, SLG with a more normal lineup this time around. I mean, 2 Krons, 2 Sturves, E5, IS7. Yeah, those are all pretty normal. Reggie's going to keep the concept out. Oh boy. That is absolutely hilarious. And here we go, y'all. SLG 2, Reggie 1. SLG has a chance to close it out here. Wow. Well, here we go, y'all. Game 4. I don't know how we're going to top that. SLG going to be sending tanks mostly towards the A side. Also taking a look at the self-boost here. Or are you failing it as well? Oh my goodness. These players are just not good at self-boosting. Oreo didn't even do it in the right spot. Was that the right spot? I don't know. He didn't do it in the same spot that Masivo did, but Masivo made it up much further than Oreo, but he will sit in the same bush that Masivo used after not hitting it. Neither team will get a base right on early, but Creelli actually gets spotted, so Seven's in a sneaky spotting position, not able to put the shot in. He gets lit in return. Doesn't take any damage though, a couple missed shots. And here we go, y'all. SLG with double camping Sturve instead of the Kron from Reggie. Oreo does go up to the top spot now instead of the self-boost. Also, somehow I missed this entirely. Matchstick grabbed A. He's starting to bleed for it. Masivo's putting in some shots, but Matchstick did grab A, so now Reggie does have the base advantage, which is pretty big on this map. It's a very campy map, and pushing can be difficult. Jonathan David Jr. split from the rest of his team, only temporarily though. Sevens is going to get in a C. He's going to get himself caught out though. That could be scary to see Sevens grabbing the base, because Red Star is right up top there. Now, if Red Star just goes for a proxy, no, he probably might not go for a proxy now that the Sturves are here. Waifu takes the hit. Gentleman gets the blind reset though. Sevens backing out of the bush. He's going to get hit again. Oh, that hurts. And he fails, yeah. Still sat in the bush. He moved a little bit off to the side, but he was still in the bush when he grabbed the base. But now SLG is just going to push right on through now. Neiman going to get hit in the side from Seal. But putting pressure onto Reggie, and they're going to back off. This would allow SLG to grab the base the second time around. They will try to do so now with Waifu instead. But so Neiman putting in the pressure, but SLG did lose a lot for that to happen. They are still even on the hit points, but significantly down on the bases, and Also, Sevens being quite low. Same with Star, though. But it looks like we're going to be seeing a push here from Bronx and Matchstick onto Tommy. Tommy is completely surrounded here. He's got tanks on either side of him. Crayola in the rear, however. It looks like the Sturves. SLG's pushing in on this corner right here. 3-on-1 on Gentleman, so they picked off Star. Now they're going to pick off Gentleman. Sorry, that zoom was a little bit weird. I'm using my scroll wheel for that, but they will pick that up. Looking back down here, so Reggie still not able to pick off Tommy. Tommy's still alive. What is going on for Reggie? Need to get this kill. Crayola will get it there finally. But Masivo doing tons of damage to the enemy team using this sneaky little spot here. And Bronx trying to deal some damage to him. Also, Crayola trying to go for a B reset. Does hit Jonathan David Jr. Probably going to be able to put in a second shot right there. No, doesn't quite connect that one. But Seal going to get pushed by Keisel here. There's a shot. Jonathan David Jr. puts one in as well, and SLG is up by about 1,400 hit points. And counting, though, Bronx is in a bit of a crossfire now, it seems. He's going to get shot, yep, from Just Waifu and by Masivo. And a failed push from Reggie, trying to get the kill on Tommy, but they bled way too much. Sevens is going to come in on a Matchstick here, and something's going to happen there. Looking back on this side, we've got a 2-on-2 from Reggie. They're actually fighting well against Keisel and Jonathan David Jr. He's hit point sharing as best he can, though. Matchstick falls off camera. It's a 5-on-3. Crayola and Seal taking damage, but SLG is going to come from behind, so Reggie needs to push forward here. And Keisel able to sneak that kill in. Crayola ammo racked now. Not able to repair it. And Oreo gets the kill from behind, but Seven's failing the ram there. Unfortunate. Oreo gets a second kill here, but it's a 3-on-1. And this will be a lot harder than that 2-on-6, I gotta say. Because now, SLG has cap pressure, and one tank going to struggle to deal with that. He tries to sneak something on Waifu there. Would not be smart for Waifu to get himself killed. I don't know why he's even attempting this. Thankfully, survives. But things are looking a lot better for SLG here, and they are on the verge of 3-1-ing Reggie. Yeah, Eggy, if you want to do a replay in between, sure. I don't know if I have it turned off, though. Let me double check that. But here we go, y'all. The 3-on-1, and Oreo and Waifu are still duking it out here, but SLG is now taking the cap advantage. Waifu is turning himself around, doing the hokey pokey. Oreo gonna try to maybe make a C play? Could be risky. Masivo's right here. Sevens is here. He spots him. Gets the shot in. Oreo's gonna hunt Waifu. Waifu puts the shot in. And, ooh, Masivo sneaks one in as well. Will Sevens get the kill? Does so. No, it's actually Waifu gets the kill. Sevens says GG's instead of taking the shot. And SLG does win it. 3-1. Well played there. There we go. SLG with the 3-1 win after that amazing Game 3. A super crazy lineup. It worked perfectly for them. Actually, I'm realizing... Alright, so I made a mistake. I told Eggy that I could do replay, but I'm realizing that I get my next invite just now. So I'm not going to be able to do it. So, sorry about that, Eggy. I kind of baited you there. Anyway, we're getting our next invite. 4L defeated their competition. Let me go ahead and... couple things here. So 4L and Reggie are playing in the losers finals. So let me get the labels. Set that up. But now I am going to close the training room. That way, even if I accidentally pull up the game, it won't show anything. Okay. Now we're all set here. Let's take a look at how the rest of the brackets are going for us. Perhaps unsurprisingly, start things off, Joker 3-0 is Ponda. They've been kicking Panda's ass for most of the tournament. Panda did take one set off of them, but they've been 3-0'd basically every other occasion. Onepex does defeat in peace. Onepex, congrats, y'all. You have qualified for top 16. Well done. That's awesome. Good stuff for y'all. I know this is something that y'all were striving for, so good job. Congrats on that. Origin defeats INHO. Nox defeats Straight. Straight could be out of top 8, y'all. Straight goes out in 4th in a Game 5 stunner against Nox. Straight drops top 8 potentially. Elevate. They lose to Apex, but especially winning this set right here, Elevate could be stepping up into top 8 now. If they get 2nd place, oh my goodness. Straight could have just choked top 8. That hurts. INHO and Nox are fighting right now. Divinity beats VG. They're now playing Elevate. This is our group, so 4L, 3-1's hated. They did take a game, so good for them for that. But anyway, here we are. Gonna go back to our game thing. Do we have the option? Yes, we can definitely go ahead and enter the training room. So let's do that. And I didn't update the icons because I'm a goofy goober. 4L Reggie. Here we go, guys. This is another best of 5. And 4L looking to face SLG again in the Grands. Reggie looking to do the same. SLG has now fought both of these top 8 teams and beaten both of them. And so the question is, which of these two teams is better? I'm not sure if they've seen each other play yet. Not 100%. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't, but I don't think they have. But Normandy is going to be the first map, a nice symmetrical one. One of my favorite pub maps. Apparently in competitive, people like it a little bit less in terms of the players, but I still find it an interesting map because there are a decent amount of things you can do with the map. Spawns are a little bit unbalanced when it comes to the A base, which is a little bit wacky, but it's not too bad. But 4L, they're going to be rocking triple Kron, and Reggie, who are running a lot of Krons this past set, are only running 1 now. Rather, going for those E5s instead. 3 E5s, 1 Kron, a 60 and an IS7. 4L will run a light tank here, so they will have that mobility advantage. And as we saw in that Castilla game, mobility is important to have. They won that one off of mobility, so that was pretty big. Obviously, it's not everything, though. But both teams will run a serve here, so some DPM on both teams, although 4L also having that T100 will help counteract the triple Krons, which will suffer with the long-term DPM. But a yo on 4L as well, something I didn't notice. Also, Manuel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you are enjoying. Let me see if I missed any other notifications. Don't think so. So we got the follow from Naspidam, Koenig, and now Manuel. So welcome to all of you. And here we go, everyone. Game 1. 4L Reggie, another best of 5. As will the grand finals be as well. And let's go ahead and get a nice view. Oh, looks like the plane gets shot down. It's going to have a nice dramatic explosion in the middle. Boom. Beautiful. Nice little animation there from Wargaming. I like how they added that. A great feature that I wish that they would do for other maps as well. But double cap here from 4L. They're going to grab C base before Reggie grabs D. So base lead 4L. Both teams sending some resources to the C side. 4L much more committed. Reggie with most of their tanks over here in a B, hoping to potentially catch something off guard like a light tank. But instead Seal taking the first damage of the game, taking a couple shots. But look at Burby here. Burby in a sneaky spot to reset the A base. He does get spotted. In comes Burby. Matchstick loading that reactive, takes the shot, goes right into Matchstick, and he's just going to back himself out. Burby with a nicer hull down position, and Matchstick is likely to take a second here. Does so. Flossie not able to sneak one in, nor will Leafy, who go right behind. And 4L have successfully defended the A base for the time being. Riola coming down in the second E5, but unable to connect with Burby. He gets spotted as well. Reggie now knows that, 4L now knows that Reggie have committed significant resources over there. Looking at the Yo from 4L, he's in the typical camping spot. Running the 3-shot variant, so going more for that DPM long term than having that quick burst, which the 2-shot offers much better. So this is a tank that won't be remaining passive the entire battle, whereas the 2-shot Yo typically is played kind of like to sneak that damage in, as opposed to the 3-shot, which kind of brute forces it. So Seal spotting Wrecked here, potentially. It was Seal spotting him. I don't know. Maybe it could have been Gentleman or Gizmo as well. Probably not Seal, now that I think about it. He's a lot further away than I thought he was. It's still base lead 4L. Reggie, you're going to have to make a move at some point, and they're still pretty spread, but right now, definitely looking more towards the B side, which I find a little bit strange, considering, you know, 4L's got the C base, right? You would have to push C to stop that cap. Because if you push through B, then the goal would be to pick up a kill. Won't be an easy kill for 4L to grab right now. Although if there were one, it would have to be Burby. But Leafy can support rotating in. Flossie's already right behind. Flossie's going to leave. So Burby is alone here. Matchstick could go for a repush into A. The question is, will he? Doesn't actually spot Burby leaving. Interesting. So he probably thinks Burby's still around. So Flossie's already gone into C. Leafy going to take his spot. Potentially. There's Burby. Burby is lit. Matchstick knows he's not low. Is he going to step in the base, though? No, because in comes Leafy. Spotting Matchstick. Still probably nervous to make a move here. Burby shows up. Matchstick not going to hit the shot, though. The caps are about to reach 600s, so still plenty of time for Reggie to decide what they want. But Burby has backed himself back into a great passive position for guarding A. Reggie missed their opportunity, unfortunately. I mean, they obviously didn't know that they had the opportunity, but they missed it regardless. Looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of aggression here from 4L. The Kronvon pulling forward, but Reggie's not there anymore. They have rotated a lot more heavily towards the AB area, but they're still not making any moves yet. What is their plan? I am not sure. They have to pick up a kill. But if Burby drops down into the river upon getting pushed, on the beach, sorry. Don't know why I said river. That is very much a beach. But yeah, if they do that, you know, that's going to take a lot of effort for Reggie to go get that kill. You know, having to send a tank or two down there is just a waste of time, right? And Reggie doesn't have a whole lot of time left, as the caps are now about to reach 700 points. And Crayola actually goes down into the beach preemptively. We're waiting for Burby to drop down. Now we're going to see a B grab here from Gentleman. Takes a couple hits, though. Matchstick does push in, and it looks like Burby, realizing that Crayola and Seal are here, knows he can't drop anymore. And Burby's going to push forward. Will Reggie be able to put the shots in? Oreo trades one, but he's going to be taking shots from Leafy in behind. 4L's going to come right on into the bowl, grabbing the B base and making it difficult for Reggie there. Burby is getting pushed out just fine here. Leafy, who was farming, is going to have to run away soon because Reggie is starting to put resources that way. Burby falls, but 4L grabs B. So base advantage is temporarily for Reggie right now. But Dubronx is caught out here. He's going to get taken down quickly. And they're also stopping the D base as well, which will be very good for 4L. Yep, Rect is going to sit right on in there. Drive out to get the kill, which is worth it, I would say. Although, Flossie could have grabbed that kill either way. So the tanks are even, but 4L is up and the capture points are getting close. And the Kronvons from 4L have plenty of shots in their clips. Darktronics had a full clip. Deep just emptied one. And Reggie's trying to stop the B base. I don't know if that's the right approach. Could go around in for D, but now Leafy's coming right on through. He's not going to find anyone, though. Trying to see if he could hunt somebody down, but everyone on Reggie is spotted at the moment. And 4L have 3 bases. Oreo is perilously low. They get the kill on Mini somehow. I didn't see that. Leafy's going to pick up Oreo. And another kill there on Seal. Right before Darktronics falls is going to give 4L the Game 1 win. So advantage there for 4L. Well played there from Bribby, successfully holding off A. And Reggie took a long time counter pushing. Well, they did eventually get the kill. They had much worse positioning, right? It's like, congrats, you got the kill, which put you up on the bases, but then you gave up D. You gave up B somehow, despite being fully committed on that side. Gave up B. And just didn't have the resources to push through. So, unfortunate plays there for Reggie. Not quite enough. Spawns will swap, and 4L is rocking 3 Sturves and a 1-2-1. Interesting. A very mobile lineup. It's hard to call it a hyper-mobile lineup after that Castilla game we saw, but still. 3 Sturves, 2 IS-7s, and a 1-2-1B, all very fast tanks. Reggie rocking with those E5s once again. Double 60, 1 Sturve, 1 IS-7. So a balance on their end. Leaning more towards the armor. And as the spawn swap, now 4L actually has the base where it's arguably easier to defend A. There's that little sneaky spot in the bunker that I can fly past. They kind of show you, and normally like an E5 will go there. And 4L doesn't have an E5, but they could put like an IS-7 there. Maybe even the 60. I don't know about putting the 60 there. I mean, really, we'll see what they do. Even a Sturve could be possible, I suppose. Don't know what they'll do. But that is an advantage technically for the north spawn, and Reggie didn't use it last battle. Other than that, I would say the spawns are pretty even, so, you know, a very symmetrical map. Go y'all game 2, getting a best of 5 here. Yeah, I will quickly fly by that little bunker area to show you what I'm talking about. Although I don't know if 4L will use it with this lineup. But what you can do is I just fly quickly through. Is if you have like an E5 or something, you can wedge yourself around this little rock. And this little spot right here is perfectly hulled down covering A. It's very nice for an E5, and we've seen it used before. Very creative. Only a recent development within the past like couple of years, despite Normandy being a map that's been out for several. But it is great, and is a great spot. Both teams are going to be heavy committing into C. Reggie even more aggressive for the time being, but in come triple Sturves, running all 3 speed boosts right into Seal. Only one of those shots initially connecting. But Reggie's going to counter push right on in with 60 TPs, and that alpha damage is going to be massive. Rekt is going to go down just as quickly as Seal does. And Crayola should pick up this kill. He's going to hit it. Yes, gets the kill, but now Crayola is the next focus fire target. And the Sturves from 4L have already pushed their way through. Flossie going to try to run, and Reggie going to go for chase. Crayola trying to stay alive, but 4L has transitioned over to Matchstick as their next target here. Crayola falls, Matchstick falls, and Flossie is still kiting. So he's doing a great job right now for 4L. He does fall, but Dude Bronx is now out of the fight for the time being. It's a 5-on-4 advantage for 4L. Darktronics is quite low, but it's going to be blocked just fine for now until Oreo drives through. Not great hit point sharing here from One Shot Wonder Mini, or Not That Deep. But they're more worried about getting the kill on Gizmo here than necessarily keeping their tank alive, which is just fine. Because effectively you are trading the same thing. And now it's a 4-on-3. Reggie are down about 2,600 hit points. Despite the tanks being even, and Leafy has a nice clean kill on Dubrunks here if he doesn't overextend into Gentleman's Gun, which he definitely won't. Dubrunks putting in one final shot, but that reactive from Leafy is going to be great for him. Not that deep sneak in the kill on Gentleman as well, so it's a 1-on-3. Oreo, the last tank left alive. Going to put one more shot in, but that is likely going to be all that he's able to get. Mini coming in from behind, picks up the kill. Game 2 going to 4 as well. That one not going to be dragged out nearly as long. Just about a 2.5-minute game as big aggression from both teams happens in the center, but in the end, 4L had better focused fire. They took the tank out first, and even though Reggie responded quickly with a kill of their own, 4L had picked up 2 more by the time that Reggie had chased down Flossie, who did a great job at kiting for the 4L team. So they will now go up 2-0. And the next map that we see for Game 3, and potentially Game 4 if it comes to that, is going to be Faust. Faust is a nice 4-cap map, where again, this is actually a pretty diverse map in terms of strats you can do. It doesn't always end in aggression. Sometimes it can be pretty slow. Well, I mean, obviously most games end in aggression, but I mean, like, it doesn't start with aggression. Use the wrong word there. But it can. You know, you can do a lot of things on this map. It's pretty big, open in some areas, closed in others. Healthy diversity of the map. And 4L rocking 2 stirves and a T100 for their mobility. Reggie rocking a Sheridan, no stirves. So going to be lacking in the DPM this time is Reggie. Double Cron will be used for burst though. Along that mix we see double E5, IS7, and IS4 as well. 4L rocking double 60, IS7, and E5. Wise play for y'all. They had a good punish on Reggie, and even though Reggie got the kill back, 4L had the momentum that last game, for sure. But here we go. Will 4L complete the 3-0? Reggie gonna try to compete with this team. Let's get it, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Game 3. Potentially the last one for this set. The winner moves on to play SLG in the grand finals. Loser is eliminated. For Prove Your Skill. I think both of these teams are safely in top 8 now. It's going to come down to whether Elevate passes straight or not. But I think that Elevate will pass straight. Shot goes into Mini, just a little HE. But 4L will grab D-base, not before Reggie gets C though, so Reggie has a slight cap lead. Burby though, looking to make plays into A, potentially. Ooh, he's going to sneak one onto Gizmo. Gizmo not able to avoid that, but he does get into the base, so base advantage will be for Reggie, unless 4L is somehow to get a reset, but doesn't look like they will. And lots of tanks here from 4L are committed over on this side. No, we do see our Erect putting in... Ooh, goodness, what's happened to Gizmo here? He's pushing forward, but takes a big one from Mini. Was that Mini who put one in? Either way, it looks like... Yeah, 4L's got a little bit of counterplay here, pushing through that bunker to get shots in on Gizmo. And he's already bled half of his hit points plus. Crayola now going to be the next tank to take big damage here, as Reggie's going for an immediate push into 4L. And Mini's taking damage here, but right now this push is not looking great for Reggie. As another shot goes in. Mini is quite low. He gets taken out, but Crayola's lit on fire here. And that is a lot of low hit point tanks here for Reggie already. Things are looking bad. Darktronics is going down from below. Will get the kill on Gizmo just in time. He's going to move himself in. Flossie being the next focus fire target, but not before Seal falls, so it is a 6-on-5 in favor of 4L. They're up by several hit points as well. Leafy going to pick Crayola off despite the best efforts from Gentleman. Mage trying to get the kill on Flossie, but not able to do so. He is now in a 3-on-1 here. And Bronx trying to block Leafy. Should he be able to pick up that kill? It's going to be tight. He does get that, but it's a 4-on-4 with big favor of Reggie. Gentleman flies down, but he actually gets destroyed upon falling. And Foil's got 4 tanks left alive. It's a 4-on-2, and Oreo also dropping right on top of his fallen brother, losing about 1/3 of his hit points, and it is just 2 Bronx left here. And yeah, this is going to be a 3-0 sweep from 4L. Darktronics jumping down as well. What is going on here? Jumping onto Oreo. Well, another tank jump. Come on, Burby. You got to do it too. Jump. 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 He's not jumping. This makes me sad. Loving the chat, though. Thanks, 2 Bronx. Well, RIP Oreo and RIP Reggie, but they're fine. They're in top 8. This game, not that consequential to them. And to be fair, this 4L versus SLG one isn't really consequential either, because both of these teams are safely in top 8 at this point. And yeah, that shouldn't change. The only thing that'll change, right, is which team does better in the qualifications. But that doesn't even matter because there's no seeding for a round robin. Anyway, we already got our invite for the last set, so I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Looking at the brackets, Honda defeats 1pex, but not 1pex already accomplished their task. So they are in top 16 again, so congrats to them. INHO defeats Nox, so NHO looking pretty good right now. They will face Origin. Elev and Divinity still going on. So if Elev, I don't 100% know if they will pass straight if they lose, but if they win, they should. And we're already watching this bracket, so that's how things are going. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a second to grab another drink, so I'm going to put myself on the BRB screen. We'll be back in just a few, and then we'll go ahead and put the game right on. Alright, I am back. And I also, in the meantime, I was also doing the math. So Elevate has to get second at minimum today in order to make top 8. So if Elevate gets third, if they lose to Divinity, then Straight makes it. But if Elevate beats Divinity, then Elevate makes it. And I actually do have the results now. So it looks like Elevate 3-0's Divinity. Congrats to Elevate. You have now made top 8. You have gained enough points because right now, Straight only gets 800, Elevate will get at least 3,500, if not 7k, if they beat Apex. But the difference that they had in points today was only about, what was the number? It was less than 2,000 points. Less than 2,000 point differential, but now Straight is going to be, unfortunately, not in top 8 now. So, bummer for them, but hopefully they should be well situated for top 16 tournament. I don't know what it's called, Challengers, if I remember correctly. So, hopefully they're well situated for that. Anyway, we are here with our last set of the night, last set of Prove Your Skill 4, last set of the qualification stage, and top 8 will be decided, although it is already decided right now. This game is more for show, more for practice than anything. And I mean, SLG has a chance to pass 4L in terms of cups, but again, since it's just a round robin, seeding makes no difference right now, so placements do not matter now. Both of these teams are safe. And here we go. Game number 1 about to start. Castilla going to be the map here. SLG and 4L have already played on this map, so interesting here. SLG and 4L, unfortunately, they have to make 2 strats for this map today. However, since SLG made it to the grand finals, they had a bye just now, so they had time to prepare a second strat. I hate this song. This is the only song that I don't like in this playlist, and I always forget what it's called, so I never remove it. Really quickly, I'm going to take the time to do that. What's that song called? This one? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Is there a way I can just make it not happen? Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of this for later. Sorry, y'all. This distracts me because I hate this song so much. Okay. Anyway. Enough of me distracting. My goodness. And somehow I completely missed what is going on here. So 4L with their double 200 right into A. While I was busy messing with the music, 4L is going hyper aggro. Double 200s grab the A base. Normally in this map you expect them to get into B quickly, especially from south spawn, but no, they double take A. And Sevens is actually caught out here. He has got nowhere to go. The IS-7s are not pushing into his rear quite yet. They could face shots from SLG spawn if they do, but SLG doesn't have anything there. They're going to grab the C base, but it's going to be a little bit late for them. Jonathan David Jr. doing so, using the bush closer to 4L. Almost backed out there. That could have been really bad. But thankfully does not. And SLG able to keep the cap points within 80, which is useful for them, of course. No. Sevens is still up top. He took a couple shots in the opening, but he is alive, and 4L is not pushing him at the moment, so right now he is safe. Maybe he doesn't feel safe, but he is safe for now. The question is, does he overextend? He's going to try to spot Darktronics. He does so, but he gets lit himself. Darktronics dropping back, doesn't take the hit. And SLG has rotated back to A as well. All of the tanks are here. And 4L really isn't. They're kind of spread out still. And 4L has 3 tanks here. Mini, Flossie, and Burby. But Neiman's going to stop the base, take a hit. But Burby takes a couple. Neiman taking a second, but reactive armor, useful for him. And will the push occur is the question. 4L's starting to rotate back around. Kaisel taking a hit. Neiman's still taking damage, but in comes the Waifu, and Burby's low. Mini's coming from up top. SLG will take the cap lead back in just a moment here. SLG going to try to sneak this one in? Yes, they do. So cap lead SLG, and Mini actually kind of getting countered here. Look at Jonathan David Jr. on the other side of the map, entirely in the IS-7. Burby taking massive shots there from Masivo and Waifu. He gets picked off from Tomi, and SLG will continue the push right on through. Flossie and Mini are next. And 4L is just a bit disconnected right now. Their tanks are coming in. In comes Darktronics and Leafy, but Flossie's already down. Darktronics bouncing that shot, and there's just not going to be enough DPM here for 4L to do much. Neiman putting shots into Leafy while he's running. Leafy's not going to have time to aim in shots on Neiman, so it'll be a lot harder for him to do so. Mini does finally fall on camera. And Neiman, he is struggling right now in terms of the hit points, but Tommy's just going to chase down Leafy. Leafy's not going to get out of this alive either. And a quick reload should do the trick here. Pick up that kill. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Leafy falls. Darktronic's about to fall. Waifu sneaking that one from the rear. Down goes Wrecked. And this is about to be a 7-0 here. No, not a 7-0. Sneaks the kill on Masivo right at the end. I jinxed it. That SLG takes a game 1 cleanly there. Finally winning a game 1 tonight. They had lost game 1 for both of the previous sets before completing sweeps on both of the teams that they've played. But finally get a game 1, and I really like 4L's play there grabbing A, and I'm sorry that I didn't show that on camera because of my annoying music. But, yeah, that was nice. Great counter push from SLG. 4L was not ready for it somehow. And, yeah, very, very well done. Good bleeds all around. And not a whole lot else to say about that one. Now, SLG will have the south spawn. Now, they're not going to be doing any crazy mobility plays in the south spawn, are they? No crazy 4 T100 LT strats? Oh, man. It's a good idea from 4L, but then they just abandoned that side. They're running a Leopard. Y'all were seeing 4L Leopard after SLG ran the Leopard on them on Vineyards. 4L running it now on the north spawn. I think this is a good map for the Leopard because of long-range capabilities from the north spawn. Sitting up top, sitting in that boost corner. And the Leopard's got the best gun out of any of those tanks that would be using this position, so it's going to be fun. SLG, they're getting rid of their light tank. No, they have a Vickers. Ah, I thought that was like another E5 up top. No. 7's in the Vickers, so an interesting tank selection there. Double Sturv, double IS7, 60 E5, normal lineup. 4L, pretty normal themselves, running a concept in there with 3 crons. So they're going to have lots of clips this time, and they didn't quite work out last battle. But they will double down on them. Either way, 4L can still afford to take a little bit of a risk with their lineup. Either way, because again, this is a best of 5. But here we go, y'all. Game 1 shall begin. And SLG hard committing towards A this time, but potentially pushing Sturvs to fast cat B base. Normally you see double light tanks doing that, but SLG bringing Sturvs to do something similar potentially. Leafy gonna be sniping in the Leopard. Could be a B reset, could just be a general snipey tank. Now Sturvs not gonna go for the fast B grab, which I think makes sense. 7's early spot on the crons, puts one in, falls back. He's a great light tank player. Somehow sneaks in a second one in 4L, despite spotting 7's that entire time. Only putting in a shot now, but 7's has put in 3 in return. And Mini's already taken a decent amount of damage. Masivo tried to sneak something in from here, didn't quite connect it though. I like the idea. 4L, they're going to grab C quickly. And will Masivo go for a reset here? Which bush to shoot? He's going to shoot the right one. He resets Burby. However, it doesn't actually do any damage to him. So Burby got a little lucky there that he only took some module damage. Is he gonna get the reset? No, Burby barely gets the base. But in comes straight. Oh my goodness. Sorry, in comes SLG. They find Burby. Burby's caught. Oh, that's a lot of damage. And Waifu's gonna pick him off. Yep, he's dead. He's done. He got lucky that Masivo didn't take him out earlier, but I mean, he's dead either way. And 7's did take some shots here. He went all the way wide, but great rotation from SLG with the Sturvs. Picking off the grab of the C base. That being said, 4L will have the cap lead regardless, but sacrificing an entire tank and about 3,500 hit points right now they're down, definitely not worth grabbing the base. And now Wrecked is in a precarious position himself here. He's taken some damage. 7's is going to have sneaky shots here, but in comes Leafy. Uh-oh. Leafy's not going to push in. Obviously, that would be suicide, but Going to potentially put a little bit of pressure on Sevens, but Leafy takes some shots in return here. And SLG could counter push him. Yes, they're going to do so with Kaisel. Rec's going to try to put in shots from the rear, lighting Kaisel on fire temporarily, but Leafy's just going to push forward into Sevens. Going to take some damage from behind, potentially. Is Leafy just going to straight up get this kill? No problem. Puts another into Sevens. Yeah, he's safe right now. Will Jonathan pick up the kill? No, Jonathan barely misses. So Leafy does pick up Sevens there. So well played from him. He's actually going to have decent farm now to the back of Waifu and Jonathan David Jr. Kaisel's going to try to hunt him down. He takes another shot for it. But that is a wise decision, wise investment here from SLG. However, they're starting to lose Jonathan David Jr. He goes down. Receiver going to have to get into the mix here. Kaisel does pick off the Leopard off camera. One-shot wonder. 30 hit points. Now he's dead to Kaisel. Masiva going to try to put a shot in here. It's a 5-on-4 advantage for SLG right now. Now Kaisel's all the way in the rear. He's actually going to be able to farm not that deep in pipe for free. Great positioning from him. Not that deep in, try to turn around and get the kill. Masivo should pick this one off. Rec's going to try to sneak something in. What's going on this side? Tommy, oh, what is Tommy doing? Tommy's having a goofy 1v1 with Darktronics. I'm going to put that one in, making Darktronics a one-shot with an average roll. But Waifu falls. So RIP Waifu from SLG. It's a 4-on-3 right now. Tommy does roll average and get the kill on Darktronics. Switching over to Neiman now. We pick up the kill on Wrecked. Kaisel fell to not that deep, but now it's a 1v3 scenario. Masivo got plenty of hit points, misses the shot. So Deep is going to be able to pick up the kill on Neiman here if Neiman could just put one more in, but he misses it. Was this a 1v4 or a 1v3? Masivo turning himself around. SLG can chill right now. They've got the base lead, but Masivo's going to drive in anyway. Put the shot in. Tommy coming in from behind. And obviously there's not really any chance for not that deep to survive this encounter, but I mean, props to SLG for not just sitting back and trying to wait for the caps. Tommy not really having a shot though. Not that deep has him kind of wedged up pretty nicely. Should be able to farm this out. Nope, Tommy does sneak something in there. So 2-0 lead now for SLG. So already looking really good for them, and now 4L cannot afford to take any risks. Solid game from them though. That rotation right into the C-cap was perfect from SLG. And 4L didn't have a proper response for it. So great game 2 there from Masivo on top with 5k. Well played to him. And Dynasty Pearl going to be the map for game 3 and potentially game 4 if it comes to that, which SLG is looking so good right now, it may not. Who knows? But obviously 4L, a top level team, they're in second place right now. They are doing fantastically. And SLG is absolutely going to have to earn the win on them regardless. They are earning it so far. They're going to be running double VK in an MLE and potentially a couple 60 DPs in the mix as well. So very, very alpha damage based lineup for that team. A couple types to round things out. So a throwback to the last meta. 4L, of course, running mostly heavies, or mostly like armored heavies on this map. Dynasty Pearl, probably the heaviest map in the game in terms of competitive level. But they will be running a Mouse and IS-4 double 60 in terms of their strong armor. As well as an IS-72 stirs for that DPM, so DPM is useful. SLG is actually going to run 3 types there. Types do have good armor still. The armor was actually not touched, by the way, if y'all are wondering what happened, why the type isn't seen in competitive meta anymore. Its mobility was nerfed. So the mobility was the thing that really separated it from other tanks, is that it had that armor and mobility combo that no other tank did. But now the mobility's gone, it still has that armor, and it's quite effective. It can still be pretty troll. However, of course, at the highest level, you know, players are mostly hitting their shots anyway, so we'll see if the tank will get many bounces. Also, what's up, Pete? Welcome to the stream, Pete. SLG playing mad good. They are. They absolutely picked it up from that one loss that they had against 4L. They're doing great. And again, this is potentially the last game of the stream, but I would love to see 4L bring it back and we could see potentially a tiebreaker. That would be a lot of fun. And they have the damage output advantage right now, so they absolutely could if they're able to work with it successfully. However, on this map, you know, heavies are king, but it's like armor that really does it on this map. It's a lot more, you know, hunkered down type of map. Comes down to it, very closed. 4L is going to commit hard C, and SLG doing the opposite, committing hard A. No tanks splitting off from either team right now. 4L going to split a little bit, of course, just due to the nature of the town, or sorry, the nature of the hills outside of the town. With Mini going to be the closest to the B base. Also looking at the double stirs from their team, playing a little bit trappy at first, trying to see if they can hold back and catch something off guard, potentially overextending, but they're just going to hide in there. We're going to see the base advantage here for 4L, though. Burby sitting right into C. Leafy going to step on it just for good measure, but he gets himself spotted for doing so. Seven's getting a little bit of vision out here. He does get spotted, though. He's so tall, he can't actually hide behind this thing. His cupola is exposed. It'd be very impressive if 4L were to hit a shot into there. But SLG still hasn't grabbed a base. I don't know why they don't grab A. It's free. They just want to play aggressively. It looks like the types are coming right on in. Unspotted, by the way, until just now. Waifu Neiman getting lit. And here are the Stirves from 4L. They did their sneaky play. Now 4L's got to respond quickly to this. They've got Darktronics and Mini here to shoot the rear of Waifu or Massivo, either one. And I accidentally swapped out of Massivo. I pressed the wrong button there. Massivo did take his shots. But now SLG does have the catch on the Stirves here, but they're just going to run and kite. SLG's actually left their MLE in Type 71 out of the battle for a while. But in comes SLG with their alpha damage. And the first kill is on Not That Deep. Tommy, Neiman, Massivo, all low hit point tanks here. Neiman going to be the first to fall. But Darktronics getting picked off as well. Tommy taken down, but Rex can't pen a shot's going to get taken by Massivo. One Shot Wonder Mini going to be the next target here for 4L, but Massivo going to fall quickly himself. Got to turn his armor to Burby. He goes for the kill, but Jonathan David Jr. with a nice gun block there. And then he falls, and Massivo is still alive, and it's a 4-on-3 now. Sevens has Leafy turned and is still putting shots in that way, but that means it's a 3-on-2 on this side. Kaisel, Jonathan David Jr., Waifu are all extremely healthy. K911 is not. And he will fall momentarily to the HE from Kaisel. No, he misses it. A little funny play there. But, I mean, reaction says GG's anyway. Sevens, that is. The kill still not happening. Finally does happen there. Mini saying GG's, Burby falls, and it is just the German super heavy 1v1, but SLG is going to 3-0 4L. Leafy putting his gun in the air as a salute, but SLG having none of it, just going to end it at the end. And SLG with the 3-0 win, they are going to surpass 4L into second place for the qualifiers overall here, so very impressive. Actually, no, they won't pass 4L into second, because if Apex and Origin win their sets, then they will take second. SLG will be fourth, and 4L fifth, most likely, I believe. We'll have to double check. I don't know if it's going to update by the end of stream or not, but good 3-0 there for SLG. Both of these teams, of course, are still going to qualify for top 8. We will see both of them in the Professionals Tournament beginning on May 10th. And I will be streaming that. I'm going to have to upload my YouTube links shortly. I will probably do that right after stream here. But that's that. That is the end of the tournaments today. Let's go ahead and check out the brackets first, though. Don't click off just yet. I'll go ahead and share the screen. So Joker Pond is still going on, so it looks like Pond is giving them a bit of a fight here, which I love to see, even though we're not watching it. Origin, 3-0s, completes a perfect run today with a 2-0, 3-0, and 3-0, so clean from them. Actually, no, that was a 3-1. I can't even read. I am sorry. I can't read. 3-1, so NHO took a game there. Congrats to them. Apex and Elevate still fighting hard. So Origin is guaranteed second place for top 8. Apex could tie them and actually pass them up with a higher win rate maybe. But they lost games today, which will hurt their win rate. Origin did not lose as many. And here's this bracket that we watched. So really the only games still going on: Apex Elevate, Joker Ponda, and I don't know how long they're going to take, and then the seeding, or the Hall of Fame thing is going to take even longer to set up, so I am not going to go ahead and wait around for that. And if y'all want to find out, I guess you'll have to monitor that. If something happens during the stream delay while I'm ending, then I will type something in the chat, but going to go ahead and call it here. We're going to raid someone on Twitch, and we will start that up right now, so go ahead and support the streamer that I chose. Looks like it's probably Army Reject. Yeah, I'm sending you guys all over Army Reject, so go support him on Twitch. Here on YouTube, take care, it's been fun. And for everyone, as always, stay safe, happy tanking.